Hello student, very good morning to all of you. How are you? I hope you all are happy, healthy and fine at home. Do you remember what were we discussing yesterday? I think we were discussing about the carbonyl compounds and their frequencies we have compared and how to distinguish by observing their frequencies, so that we have discussed in our previous lectures. So today what we are going to discuss, let's see over here, factor affecting IR frequencies. Look at here, factors affecting IR frequencies. So what are the factor which either increases or decreases IR frequency, that we are going to discuss right now. According to Hooke's law we already discussed in our previous lectures, where Hooke's law mu is equal to 1 upon 2 pi c under root of f upon mu. If you see this is a mathematical statement of Hooke's law, means these frequencies are directly proportional to the force constant, as well as frequency is inversely proportional to the reduced mass. Means if the force constant or the strength of bond increases, the frequency also will be increases. If the reduced mass goes on increasing, the frequency, IR frequency goes on decreasing. That is the straightforward comparison. This you can remember as a tips and tricks, simplest trick to remember this type of the things. Now according to the Hooke's law, the stretching frequency of a chemical bond depend upon number one, bond strength, and second one will be the reduced masses of the atom, reduced masses of the atom forming the bond. So this is a 2 point you must remember according to Hooke's law. Any factor which will increase bond strength, will increase the stretching frequency of the bond, as we know that they are directly proportional to each other. And if the masses of atoms forming the chemical bond is increased, the reduced mass will increase and stretching frequency will decrease. Reduced mass increase, stretching frequency will decrease. So it is again straightforward, because frequency and reduced mass are inversely proportional to each other. If the reduced masses of the atom increases, ultimately there is decrease in frequency, because they are inversely proportional to each other. For any functional group in organic molecule, since the type of the bond and the atom involved are fixed, the stretching frequency at which a given functional group absorb should also remain fixed. For example, carbonyl group of all saturated ketone generally absorb in the range of 1710 to 1715 per centimeter. This is the absorption peak or absorption band or signal appear around 1710 to 1715 per centimeter, clearly indicate that the presence of saturated ketonic group in an organic molecule. Let's see over here, there are some of the structure which I am writing here. You can observe these structures. CS3, then this one CS3, C double bond O, then CH2, CS3. Let's see here CS3, CH2, C double bond O, CH2, CH3. Let's see here, this is a cyclohexanone, and all are the saturated carbonyl compounds. Saturated, it means that there is a carbon-carbon single bond present, and only these are saturated carbonyl compound. The IR frequency appear around 1710 per centimeter, is also here in this case also 1710 per centimeter. In this case also only carbonyl group, it is also as a saturated, and therefore the peak appear around 1710 per centimeter. Look at here cyclohexanone, again the IR frequency appear around 1710 centimeter, means the peak around 1713 per centimeter, clearly indicate that the presence of carbonyl compound, and therefore appearance of peak in IR spectrum around 1710 to 15 per centimeter should indicate the presence of ketonic group in that compound. In this way, almost all functional groups have their characteristic absorption frequencies in the IR spectra. By observing the peak position in the IR spectra, it is therefore possible to identify the functional groups present in the unknown compound. IR spectrum therefore is very useful in knowing the functional groups present in a molecule. However, the other structural feature many times modify the stretching frequency of the functional group in the molecule, and hence the peak position in the IR spectrum. Consider the carbonyl stretching frequency of the following compounds. Let's see here some of the compound which I am writing here. Let's see how they shifted the values of IR, normal value of IR frequencies either shifted here C double bond O, then CF3. This is the electron withdrawing group. In the middle one I am writing C double bond O, then CS3, and the another one which I am writing here C double bond O and CS3. If you observe these three structures carefully, we can label these structures. This may be as A structure, this will be the B structure, this will be the C structure. Now look at here, all these three compound common group present in these structures are carbonyl group, but each and every carbonyl group produce the IR absorption peak different from why they are showing different IR frequencies. Here the peak appear around 1769 or 1770 per centimeter, you can remember, and here the 1715 per centimeter, and here is the 1710 per centimeter. Why these peak appear around this? Let us see here, it is nearly 1619 per centimeter. Why this happen? Why all these carbonyl group are the common in all these three structures, but why they are producing different IR frequencies or the stretching frequencies? One appear around 1770 per centimeter, or one is a 1715 per centimeter, and one around 1619 per centimeter. Now if you observe the structure number B carefully, this is a normal saturated ketones. This is a normal saturated ketone, and the normal value for the saturated ketone will be, as we know, that 710 to 715 per centimeter. So this is a characteristic of carbonyl compound or the carbonyl group produce the peak around 1715 per centimeter. This is a normal value of IR stretching frequency, right? Now here if you observe the structure carefully, what are the changes? All these three hydrogen atoms are replaced by three strong electron withdrawing group as fluorine. As we know that fluorine is the most electronegative element present in the periodic table, and it has an ability to withdraw, to pull the electron toward itself, and therefore the electron withdrawing group is responsible for raising the IR frequency of the carbonyl group in this particular organic compound. We are studying carefully the frequency of carbonyl compound only, and therefore you focus only, or you concentrate your attention toward the carbonyl frequency. Why? The carbonyl group, appearance of carbonyl peak at 1770 per centimeter is due to the electron withdrawing group. When the electron withdrawing group withdraw the electron from it, there is a increase in the force constant, and as we know that as the force constant increases, bond strength increases, and hence there is a increase in the vibration or the stretching frequency. That is the reason why this carbonyl group, the normal value 1750 changes to 1717 per centimeter. This is due to the electron withdrawing group present over there. Normal value is observed 1715 per centimeter. Here just remember, let us see normal value. We know that 1715 per centimeter, which is a normal value of that carbonyl compound, normal value, as we know that this one. But it is a slightly increases. Why? Only one sentence is sufficient to answer this justification of this value. It gives or it describes why it produce, why it is increasing 1717 per centimeter due to the electron withdrawing group present in this case. Now here, as we know that normal value of the carbonyl carbon will be 1715 per centimeter, but if you observe this structure, see carefully, what do you observe? There is a decrease in carbonyl frequency. The peak appear around 1619 per centimeter. And why this? There is a decrease in the IR frequency. Look at this carbonyl group, single bond and there is a double bond, means carbonyl group present in the conjugation. Look at here. Do you know the conjugation? Conjugation means what? There is a enone system or the diene system, we know that. They are the conjugated system. Conjugated means alternative carbon-carbon double bond, either carbon-carbon double bond or carbon-oxygen double bond. That type of the system are known as conjugated system. And if the conjugation is there is always decrease in the IR frequency. The reason behind it, you have to provide you give the justification why the value, normal value is 1715 per centimeter, but this carbonyl group acetophenone will give the peak around 1619 per centimeter. Why there is a decrease in IR values? The reason behind it is very clear, due to the conjugation. And what the conjugation do here? The conjugation increases the force constant. It will increase the single bond character, or in other way around you can say there is a decrease in the double bond character. Look at here conjugation. If you see here, this double bond go there, oxygen atom over there, means there is a decrease in the double bond character, you can say, or you can say there is a increase in the single bond character. And once the single bond character increases or double bond character decreases, the bond strength increases. Bond strength increases, ultimately the force constant increases. And as we know that according to the Hooke's law, frequency and the force constant, they are directly proportional to each other, and therefore there is a increase in the bond strength. Let me clear this point once again here. So what is going to happen? Sorry, here the double bond character goes on decreasing. Once the double bond character goes on decreasing, the strength of bond is decreases, and hence the strength of double bond decreases, the force constant also decreases, and once the force constant decreases, the frequency also decreases, and that's why as the conjugation is there, the value of that carbonyl carbon is decreased near about 1619 per centimeter. So this is the what we have seen over here, why this peak appear around 1619 per centimeter. That is clear about this. So once again here there is a little bit confusion, don't get confused here. Let me tell here once again, there is a conjugation. Due to the conjugation, IR frequency decreases. Why IR frequency decreases? Due to the conjugation, and in the conjugation the double bond character increases and the single bond character decreases, and once the bond strength decreases, force constant decreases, and as we know that force constant and the frequency are directly proportional to each other, and hence although the frequency and force constant, they are directly proportional to each other, and therefore the force constant decreases, IR frequency also decreases. So this is the explanation regarding this. And even though all these compounds contain carbonyl group of ketones, their stretching frequencies differ. The carbonyl group in acetophenone is lower than in acetone, and that in trifluoroacetone is considerably higher. There are mainly four different factors. Let me write those four different factors. Number one, inductive effect. There are mainly four different factors which either increase or decrease the normal values of the stretching frequencies of the functional group in the molecule. Number one is the inductive effect. Number second is a resonance effect. And number third one, hydrogen bonding. Number third one is a hydrogen bonding, and number fourth one is known as a steric effect. Number fourth one is a steric effect. One more question may appear in exam. What are the factors affecting the IR frequencies? You can give just list the factor affecting the IR frequencies. You just mention the factor at least one or two. One is the inductive effect, second one is the resonance effect, third one is the hydrogen bonding, and fourth one is the steric effect. These are the four factors which either increase the IR frequencies or decrease the IR frequency from the normal values. And as we know that inductive effect means what? how this inductive effect is produced or generated when there is a electron donating or electron withdrawing group are introduced, or some heteroatoms are connected or introduced in the carbon or organic molecule, then this type of the inductive effects are generated or produced, and which is a permanent one. If you remember the definition of the inductive effect, the polarization induced in adjacent bond due to the polarization in one bond is called as the inductive effect. There are two types of inductive effect. One is called as a plus I inductive effect. Another one is known as a minus I inductive effect. Plus I inductive effect, it means what? The atom or group of atom increase the electron density on the carbon atom. Such groups are known as electron donating groups. An example of electron donating groups are mainly alkyl groups, hydroxyl groups, amines groups, alkoxide groups. These are the group responsible for electron donating group, etc. you can call it. Second one, electron withdrawing group. The effect is generally known as minus I effect, and the minus I effect are generally produced by electron withdrawing group. Once again, what do you mean by the electron withdrawing group? Electron withdrawing group means what? The atom or group of atom decreases the electron density on the carbon atom are known as electron withdrawing group. There are some of the group which can strongly withdraw the electron density. They are referred as, or they are called as strong electron withdrawing group. Some of them are moderate electron withdrawing group, and some of them are weak electron donating group, electron withdrawing group. So these are some classification of that also there. But here resonance effect. What do you mean by the resonance effect? Once again, let us see little bit. We already learned in our previous classes, but let me remind once again. The distribution of electron operating in unsaturated system via pi bond is known as resonance effect. Similar to as a inductive effect, it is also further divided into as a two type, and they are known as plus R inductive effect and the minus R inductive effect. Plus R inductive effect, again, when there is a conjugations are present, or these effects generally you can observe when there is a aromatic compounds are present. And if aromatic compound has electron donating group, then such a type of the effects are known as plus R effect. If the aromatic compound has the group which will withdraw the electron from the benzene ring, that type of the group are generally referred as electron withdrawing group. So here also plus R effect and the minus R effect, the examples we will see later on. Now is a hydrogen bonding. Another hydrogen bonding, we know that for essential the requirement for the hydrogen bonding, the essential condition or the necessary condition for hydrogen bonding, hydrogen atom must be there in one side. In other way, in the other side, there must be, if you remember the long form of the periodic table, there are 118 elements are present. Out of that 118 element, few elements are capable of formation of the hydrogen bonding. Those atom has strong electronegativity, first one. Second criteria for it, the size of those elements are approximately similar with hydrogen atom. Those are fulfilling these two necessary condition, they can form the hydrogen bonding, and the few those are fulfilling these condition, these two condition which just now I have mentioned. The few element like fluorine atom, oxygen atom, nitrogen atom, sulfur atom, and very rare time is a chlorine atom can form as a hydrogen bonding. And there are two kind of the hydrogen bonding. One is the intermolecular hydrogen bonding and another one is the intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Many times I already told you that intermolecular hydrogen bonding means the hydrogen bonding occur between two atoms, maybe same or different, and intramolecular hydrogen bonding means the hydrogen bonding occur within the molecule are referred as intramolecular hydrogen bonding. And the steric effect, this effect is generally occur due to the physical interaction of atom or group, and that is the responsible crowding generated their steric hindrance, and that's why it is affecting the strength of IR frequencies. I think in the next lecture we will discuss these factors in details with the appropriate or the proper by taking suitable example, so that there is a clarity in understanding these factors in detail. I think with this, let us stop today here. Remaining we will see in the next lecture. Thank you. Have a nice day.